First half rebounding for Drew. I mean, I know you guys have been on him for that. Is this a matter of the ball not bouncing his way or him not making an effort to box guys out and get to the ball?
Well, as a reaction, I think it's just a reactive quality that, getting after the ball and finding it, and understanding where the ball's going to come off at and going to get it at the point where it's coming off the rim or coming off the backboard. And those things are, it has to do with, getting turned and planted and, prepared to go get the ball. And I think a lot of times he just wasn't in space or has spatial relations to where the ball was going to come off at. There are a few that were, he picked off the floor in the second half, and we kind of congratulated him off those rebounds. But, he didn't end with 4, I think, is what he ended up with, yeah. So, we're not trying to make an issue out of it. We're trying to help him get through that and, find his way to becoming a better rebounder, the guy that can track the ball down a little bit.
The Lakers had a pretty easy schedule. The last few games, though, have been against better teams, and they barely got past the Heat, but there hasn't been a loss. How tested are? Do you view the teams tested at all, or is this a big unknown at this point?
It's still unknown. We have the idea of having to face there's some issues tonight where things didn't go right, calls didn't feel right. Those are the things you have to suffer through and get through and understand the crowd momentum that on the road, and things will happen. Saturday will be a good test for Salt Lake. There's no doubt.
Can you talk about the team's chemistry, the bench's output? How pleased are you with the bench's output?
Well, this is one of the few games that I really felt like the bench, contributed. Second half, first half, they were very disappointed. Jordan had a discontinued dribble, a palming violation, a travel violation. He's very unhappy about it. It took some of the momentum away from us. I thought, one of the calls perhaps was not a good call, but just encouraged him to go back out the next time he had an opportunity to go after it. And he was panting at the bit to get back in there. He did a really good job. And Sasha's a guy that knows how to defend in this defensive schemata that we have against Salt Lake because they're the Jazz, because he's played against them a number of playoff games. So I felt comfortable with him out there. He did a fine job. And Shannon, who pushed the ball a little bit, got some things happening for us in the first half, made up some distance that we had to have. He's still feeling his way a little bit at that offensive end, but I kind of liked his game tonight too.